Hey guys, how you doing? It's 8-Bit Eric. Welcome back to the channel. So, almost every live stream that I do, I always have somebody mentioning something from the analog games, like the Analog NT or the Analog Super NT or the new Pocket Analog and stuff like that. I personally do not own any of those consoles. I've just always felt the analog consoles, while they're awesome, they're fantastic, they're just a little bit out of my price range. I have a Retro Freak, which is what I live stream retro games on and play and cover and kind of just emulate. And I know people live and die by the analog products. I know they're full-fledged, amazing, and awesome. And they just announced a brand new retro console that they're going to be making rather soon. And this is really exciting because the world of TurboGrafx and PC Engine and stuff is still gaining popularity in the retro community. I mean, tell me about it. It's so hard just to find games for TurboGrafx. But we're going to read about this brand new retro console, the Analogue Duo, which was announced a couple days ago. I'm finally going to give my thoughts, give you guys a little bit of a reader about this. Before we get to it, if you guys are brand new to the channel, if you have never subscribed, if you've never been here, why don't you click that red subscription button down below and enable your bell notifications so you don't miss when I upload. We got a lot of content coming. A lot. On top of that, a next-gen console generation coming up. But we got new consoles like the Analogue Duo. So it says Analog's next sleek retro console targets the TurboGrafx family. The Analogue Duo launches next year. So after releasing beautiful aftermarket versions of the NES, the SNES, and Sega Genesis, Analogue has now set its sights on NEC's library of old school hardware. So yeah, these NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis consoles, and the Pocket one I believe that they're doing, have been amazing. They sell like hotcakes. They're pretty high priced. But today, well, not today because it's a couple days old, the company unveiled the Analogue Duo, a console that supports a huge range of hardware, including the TurboGrafx 16, the PC Engine, the SuperGrafx, the TurboGrafx CD, the PC Engine CD-ROM, and the Super Arcade CD-ROM. Holy moly. So that's 6 different TurboGrafx NEC supported consoles on this. It's slated to launch in 2021 for $199.99. That's actually lower price than I thought it would be, because isn't the Analog like $500, or was it $500 when it first came out? That's a surprising number right there. Now they go on to say, sadly they never got anywhere near the love they deserve. So yeah, I remember growing up, my mom worked like at a Sears outlet, and I swear to God, the TurboGrafx was cheap. It was on sale since day one over there. I don't know why I didn't get one as a kid. I didn't experience the TurboGrafx as a kid, but now with the Retro Freak, I play it all the time on there. And this was from Analog's Christopher Tabor, who says, of NEC's consoles, I'd say they're probably the greatest underappreciated video game systems. Analogue Duo is designed to be the ultimate way to explore nearly all of NEC's history. That's a pretty big amount right there, 6 different consoles. And for most people, it's going to be their first introduction to this piece of video game history. In order to play all your old games, the Duo features an original cartridge slot, controller ports, and a CD drive, which means it's compatible with classic Hue cards, also known as turbo chips. So I have quite a few Hue cards, so that's cool. I do have some Turbo CDs or PC Engine CD games like Street Fighter, Splatterhouse, a few of those. And most importantly, this says no regional restrictions. So you can play all of your stuff. The Duo supports wireless controllers via Bluetooth. Every 8-bit DOE controller is compatible with the console. I always hear about the 8-bit DOE. I don't own one personally. I need to get one ASAP. Along with wired USB gamepads and outputs video at 1080p. So it's 1080p. It measures 38 millimeters long, 168 millimeters wide, 47 millimeters high. It'll also be available in 2 colors, black or white. And I think these might be teasers of it. Not a real good look. Yeah, this is the black one. Alright, you can't really see much of the white one. The white looks pretty smooth. If I was to get one, I'd probably get the white. As with previous analog hardware, the company says the Duo is built without using emulation. So that's one of the big things a lot of people tell me when they're trying to sell it to me on my streams. They're like, It's not emulation like the Retro Freak. It's authentic hardware. And I mean, that's good and all. that's big. Here's how the company describes it. We're preserving history of FPGA hardware. Duo is designed with unparalleled compatibility. The core functionality of each system is engineered directly into an Altera Cyclone 5, a sophisticated FPGA. We spent thousands of hours engineering each system via FPGA for absolute accuracy. Unlike the knockoff and emulation systems that riddle the market today, you'll be experiencing the entire NEC era free of compromises. Duo is designed to preserve video game history with the respect it deserves. So that's a pretty big statement there. That's cool. I mean, they're not emulating this. It's able to replicate and do the actual full-blown hardware to run these games. That's pretty cool. It says, while the company has plenty of experience with building these types of consoles, Tabor says the Duo presented a unique challenge. Duo is the first CD-based system Analogue has released, and the first CD-based video game system ever released in history. So we needed to approach things a little differently on a hardware level for CD and HuCard support, he explains. It was primarily about designing the hardware to accommodate all the different systems and formats in terms of the industrial design. So if I know anything, the analog consoles are well put together. They're well they're well built. They're solid. So I have full faith that this is going to be a real good console. I'm still on the fence about getting it though. But to continue, it says the new device also isn't the only hardware Analogue has in the works. The company previously announced the gorgeous Analogue Pocket, which plays a wide range of handheld games and was recently delayed until next year. To go along with this, the company is making a $29.99 adapter so the Pocket can play TurboGrafx 16, PC Engine, and SuperGrafx as well. So that's pretty cool. They're going to make an adapter for the Analogue Pocket. So this, I know pre-orders sold out for the Analogue Pocket like in minutes. This Pocket's going to support as much of handheld history as possible, says Tabor. Turbo Express was a great handheld, and bringing that heritage to Pocket is a great fit. Playing TurboGrafx 16 PC Engine games on the go is pretty special. The accessory is also out next year. So it says, given the ongoing pandemic, production issues have already delayed many devices, including Analogue's own Pocket. So while the Duo is due to launch in 2021, Analogue says it will be available in limited quantities when it goes on sale. So pretty big news coming from Analogue. I know a lot of you guys are going to hop on this for sure. And I've been asked about the Analogue products again in the past. I still don't own any, but I can vouch and say that they are pretty good and very neat concepts and stuff. So good for them. Let me know if you guys are going to get one of these down below. Let me know your thoughts on the Analogue products, any recommendations, any thoughts in general on them. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next video.